What if the greatest challenges of your life were not accidents, but choices, made before you were even born? The difficult family, the illness, the loss that broke you open, the person who hurt you and, somehow, changed your entire direction. What if none of it was random? What if, on some level, it was curriculum? That is one of the most fascinating ideas left behind by a woman who spent almost half a century listening to people in the deepest state of hypnosis. Her name was Dolores Cannon. And whether you end this video believing her or not, I promise you one thing. You won't look at your struggles the same way. If you're new here, welcome to Gratitude. Take a second to subscribe, because every week we explore science, psychology, and the big questions, always landing on one practical tool for a better life. This video opens our Consciousness Trilogy, 3 minds who challenged what we think we know about life and death. Let's begin. Dolores Cannon didn't set out to explore the frontiers of consciousness. She was an ordinary American woman, a Navy wife, a mother, who learned hypnosis in the 60s to help people quit smoking and lose weight. Then, in 1968, during a routine session, a client spontaneously began describing scenes from what she claimed was another lifetime. Cannon had 2 options: dismiss it or investigate. She chose to investigate, and spent the next 45 years doing exactly that, conducting thousands of sessions, filling shelves with recordings, and writing more than 17 books. Over the decades, she refined her own method, which she called the quantum healing hypnosis technique, QHHT. She would guide people into the deepest level of trance, the state right at the edge of sleep, and there, she reported, something remarkable would happen. Clients would speak not as their everyday selves, but from a wiser perspective she called the higher self, a part of them that seemed to see the whole map of their existence. Let's be clear and honest, the way we always are on this channel. None of this is established science. Hypnotic regression is controversial, and researchers point out that deep trance can blend memory, imagination, and suggestion. Cannon herself never claimed to be a scientist. She liked to describe her role as that of a reporter, simply writing down what thousands of voices told her. What makes her work fascinating is not laboratory proof. It's the pattern, session after session, decade after decade. People who had never met each other told her remarkably similar things. And what they told her forms one of the most consoling theories ever proposed about human suffering. According to Cannon's sessions, the soul doesn't live once. It lives many times, hundreds, maybe thousands of lives. And each incarnation is chosen with a purpose, like a student enrolling in a course. Before birth, the soul plans the major lessons it needs: patience, courage, compassion, forgiveness. And here's the idea that stops people cold. It plans them together with other souls. The difficult mother, the betraying friend, the great love that didn't last. In this view, they're soul contracts, agreements between souls to play hard roles in each other's education. The people who challenge you most, Cannon reported again and again, may be the souls that love you most, the only ones who agreed to take the villain's part in your curriculum. Free will still exists. You choose how to respond to the lesson, how fast you learn, whether you learn at all. But the classroom itself was chosen. Life doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. And in this framework, even the strange coincidences of your life get a name. Synchronicities, moments when the plan peeks through. The chance meeting that changed everything. The book that found you at the exact right moment. Maybe even this video arriving today. Now pause. Maybe you believe in reincarnation. Maybe you absolutely don't. Here's the beautiful secret of this idea, and the reason it's worth 8 minutes of your life either way. You don't need to believe a word of it for it to transform how you live. Try it as a lens, not a doctrine. Psychologists know that the meaning we assign to suffering changes how we survive it. We saw that with Viktor Frankl 2 videos ago. Why is this happening to me? Produces a victim. What is this teaching me? Produces a student. Same event, different soul. And notice what the lens does to forgiveness, the hardest homework of them all. If the person who hurt you was, on some level, playing a role in your growth, then forgiving them stops being about excusing what they did and becomes about graduating from the lesson. You release the resentment not because they deserve it, but because you no longer need to repeat the class. So here's the practice, the curriculum exercise. Tonight, 3 steps, 10 minutes. Step 1. Write down the 3 hardest challenges of your life. Just name them, 1 line each. The loss, the illness, the betrayal, the struggle that shaped you. Step 2. For each one, ask the question as if the theory were true. If my soul chose this lesson, what was it trying to learn? Don't force an answer. Sit with it. You'll be amazed what surfaces when you ask, what for instead of why me? Step 3. Find one thing inside each challenge to be grateful for. Not for the pain itself, but for what it built in you. The strength you didn't know you had. The compassion you only learned by needing it. The person you became. That's gratitude at its deepest level. Not thanking life for being easy, but thanking it for being a teacher. Before you go, take this mantra with you. If life is a school, every challenge is a teacher, and I am here to learn. One more time, slowly. If life is a school, every challenge is a teacher, and I am here to learn. Somewhere in your story, there's a chapter you've been calling a punishment. Tonight, try reading it as a lesson, and watch it change shape. If this video opened a door in your mind, subscribe and turn on notifications. This is part 1 of our Consciousness Trilogy. Next, the doctor who interviewed people who came back from death and changed science forever. You won't want to miss it. And today's question, what are you grateful for today? Including one lesson that arrived disguised as a problem? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. See you in part 2. Class is in session.